There was no good guitar music in the 80s. It sucked, right?
You're wrong!
Oh, you've been in my comments section. Yeah, I used to believe that and I hated 80s music, but I have a team of top-class YouTube guitar players to prove that theory wrong. Right?
We're right!
You're right. All right, this is what I thought all 80s music sounded like. To me, it all sounded like... I thought it all sounded like wedding music that you would just, dance to if you really, really had to. But these guys have prepared something special, and Emily has stood up ready because she wants to come over. Please welcome from Get Offset, it's Emily. Hi, Emily.
Hey.
I have a guitar for you.
Thank you.
Now,
I'll tell you, if you think it's all like wedding music, you're gonna love my riff.
I know what you're going to play, and I used to have a deep disdain for this artist. But you asked me to prepare you some sounds, and we have a board here with several pedals from Crazy Tube Circuits. We've got a compressor, the Golden Ratio. We've got the Motherlode, which is a Rat and Big Muff. We've got the Ziggy, which is a sort of British-style drive, amp Marshall. Then we got this button, which is connected to this pedal, the brand new Sidekick Jr. And this is going to be the not-so-secret sauce in this video. This is a delay, a reverb, and a chorus, and a flanger, and a dimension. Well, that's also chorus.
So it's the 80s in a box.
Basically 80s. It looks quite 80s as well, right?
Yeah.
So
I can't see it.
before you play what you're going to play and prove this theory that 80s music sucks is wrong, what sort of sound would you like? Is it like heavy distortion and full-on Rat?
It's pretty clean and just a little bit of chorus for now. Maybe at the end we'll zhuzh it up with some gain.
If I push that there, and I'll put the XT on there, so that I'm going to turn the delay off. Is that all right?
Maybe.
That's a dimension chorus.
Okay.
Do you want to try the other chorus?
Yeah, I would love to try the other chorus.
This one is the ensemble. Maximum depth and about...
Really?
Right. Yeah, it's not much, is it? It's not that deep.
It's not. It's subtle.
Do you want to go back to the dimension just to see what that sounds like?
Sure. Yeah.
So, Emily, which riff have you chosen, or which song have you chosen to prove that 80s music sucks wrong?
Purple Rain. What? It's a great song. It makes grown men cry.
That was of agreement, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
But of different reasons, I'm assuming.
No, I actually really enjoyed this song.
Really?
But I get quite emotional, as you just mentioned, as soon as someone mentions it. I also get emotional when Glenn Fricker plays guitar in the background when we're talking.
I know.
It's really emotional for me.
Yeah.
So emotional. It hits me right here and right on the end of my foot.
Sure. No, I feel that, yeah.
So would you Purple Rain us, please?
I would. Yeah, and what's fun is, so Prince wrote this song. He was going to give it to Stevie Nicks, and she said that she didn't think she could handle it, basically. And it sounds so much like a country song, so he kind of handed it off to his guitarist, Wendy Melvoin, and she came up with the intro chords, really opened them up. It made it a little bit less like Willie Nelson and more like Prince Rogers Nelson. Thank you. So it's something like... I've strummed that better. And if we put on the drive, we know that... Let's do the Rat. Can we do the Rat, actually? Yes. Is there a bug in my eyelash?
There is a spider on your face. I wasn't going to say anything.
Please get the spider off my face.
It's just left.
It's just left?
It's just left.
Is it in the video?
Yeah.
Good God.
All right. Make a decision now watching this. Has Emily proved that the 80s do not suck? What do we think, team? Do the 80s suck?
No.
No. Very enthusiastic. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
so go and subscribe to her channel. She's in the link in the comments section and links, and down there she's saying nice thing about Prince and all that. And she's walking into the air conditioning. He's been practicing a little bit. You might have heard him already. Glenn Fricker, please come on over. Oh, Emily, that's your guitar.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, let's hear it for Glenn Fricker.
Oh, so sorry.
You're welcome. There you are.
Hello. How you doing,
mate.
Andy?
Very well. I've been here about an hour and a half at Gear Streets, and it's so nice to see you.
Yes, I've just been warming up there. Sorry. Yeah,
No,
I don't play like everybody else, so I have to practice really hard. So that's what that was. Sorry.
No worries. I am intrigued. So, I get the feeling you think the 80s do not suck.
No, I grew up on the 80s music. That's when all the good music happened.
Give me some bands, Glenn.
Judas Priest, Megadeth, Metallica, Aerosmith had some really killer records in the 80s. Van Halen, right up until about 1984, and then everything after that sucked. There was just so much great guitar music being made in the 80s. You know,
I didn't get it, right? I didn't get any of that where I lived in this tiny little place. I only heard the wedding music.
Okay, yeah, no, it was like there was the thrash metal explosion happened like about 1984, 85. It's when it first started. Metallica started gaining steam, and they put out Kill 'Em All, and all the metal kids were like, "What is that? That is insane!" And then Ride the Lightning came out, you know, and there was just so many great riffs on that record.
My 6-year-old son was listening to that yesterday. He picked out all the CDs. That was the album he picked out. I went upstairs, and my boy's listening to Metallica. I was like,
Awesome.
damn.
You're a good dad.
It's debatable. Yeah. Right, so.
Turn off
What do you
any
want?
reverb, chorus, or any of that shit. Just give me straight up distortion.
You want straight up distortion. Hang on, let me press all of these buttons.
Turn off all the bullshit.
You've got no compressor. You've got the mother load. This is a rat style distortion.
So yes, my favorite band was Judas Priest. They're the band that made me want to play guitar. I first discovered metal music in the fall of 1984, and the song that made my hair stand on end, first song that ever made my hair stand on end, was Electric Guy by Judas Priest. Now, play that at top volume with 20,000 kids in an arena with explosions and lasers going off, and that sets your hair on fire.
Tell you what, Glenn, I'm not sure we need the rest of the team because the 80s definitely didn't suck with a riff like that.
No, that like I said, that's the riff that turned me on to music. That's the riff that wanted me to make me play guitar. That's what made me want to pick up a guitar.
Okay.
And I drove my parents crazy for a year solid till I got one. I got to play guitar. No, you'll never pick it up. You'll never do anything with it. You just won't commit. Yeah, here we are. I'm 53. I still play.
Well, I'm glad that you kept it up, and I'm glad your parents were wrong about that.
Right. Well, thanks, Andy.
Thank you, Glenn.
All right.
Pleasure as always. Go
All
and
right.
subscribe to him. He needs the subs.
Oh, yeah.
He needs
yeah.
the subs.
Subscribe to him. He needs the subs.
Yeah, I do. I need the money. Just give me money. Forget the subs. Let's have all the way over there from CS Guitars, Mr. Colin Scott, everybody. Here he is to the arena.
Hello, Andy.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm very well. I was with your friend Island Colin recently,
Yes.
and he used to turn the guitars down before he plugged them in. He was a really nice guy.
Yes, I didn't realise that was all the way up there. Sorry about that. I do
I probably should have
apologise.
turned the pedal off. It's probably my fault
yeah.
as well. Did the 80s suck for music? Cheers, Glenn.
Thank you so much, Andy.
You're welcome.
I don't think so. Personally, I think there was a lot of great bands. I think Glenn just stole my thunder there. I was planning on doing the same Judas Priest riff, except I would have put some chorus on it, because that album was full of chorus on top of the heavy metal.
He's gone. We can do it again.
We can do it
with some chorus.
That wouldn't be fine for that. I've got other riffs.
Yeah, but just do a little bit of it with a bit of chorus.
Okay.
Not that much.
However that goes. But yeah, They had their chorus all over the heavy metal stuff, but they weren't the only ones. Iron Maiden did it, and you don't even need distortion for the chorus and the thing. I know the 80s chorus was very overused because it was at the point when delay chips became available.
Right.
Before the 80s, you didn't have the technology to be able to put chorus.
Technology pushed us forward musically.
Yeah. So that's why that was completely overused. I've got no idea why the saxophone solos were overused. We had saxophones before the 80s, but that was another thing. But chorus, because it was a brand new effect, and delays and reverbs, you got rack units. So those were the effects because they were brand new and people were pushing the boundary.
Well, let's push the boundary now with the Sidekick Jr.
Yeah.
What riff have you got? What do you want from me? Delay, reverb, overdrive, distortion, compressor?
I've got a couple of little short ones.
Yeah.
For the first one, I kind of need a capo.
Sorry, I'm laughing at your entendre there, looking at Perfecto behind you.
Oh, really? Oh, a little one.
He's got a couple,
couple
of them.
There's a couple of little ones. I need a capo, but I don't know if there is one. But I've got an Andy.
I've got a finger.
You've got a finger. You could do. So
we've got an Emily.
Or any of you. What I will need.
I don't know why I chose you, Emily. You just
The smallest hands of everybody here. Where?
I will need you to just bar that second fret, and if I could have some dimension C.
Appropriate.
You can have dimension. Dimension C would be a boss pedal, so we'll have just the dimension.
The dimension, whatever that is.
Yeah. Like that could be. Maybe that's what it is.
That could well be what it's based on.
Could
Do you know that? Do you know what? So some of that style of chorus.
Aye.
I want a little bit of reverb. There's so many reverbs on that pedal. Let's go for just a big plate. We've got a plate?
I got you a gated plate because it's the 80s.
Oh, well, even better.
A gated
even
plate.
better. Yeah. And hell, let's throw some delay on it as well. Let's do a tape delay, something like that.
You've got an absolute tape delay there.
So if you could do a. And that was a very bad rendition of Bryan Adams' famous song about cheating on your wife.
Is that what it's about?
Yeah, it's all about having another lover who satisfies you more than the one you're with. So maybe that wasn't the best example of 80s have the best music.
Thanks, Emily.
Do you know what I mean? That's maybe a little bit outdated. That was maybe a mistake. But with a similar sound, we can also...
I know what that is.
You had the G chord and you instantly knew. And if you want to just throw on all the distortion for a second, and the purple one. Something along the lines of that.
You know, when
What do you think?
I'm full of energy, and when I used to think of the 80s, it was bored the bejesus out of me. Opposite now.
Yeah, I think that's one that will just kick you into gear no matter how many times you hear it.
It makes me want to play drums.
Yeah.
I wish I had some sort of skill or talent that enabled me to do so.
So do I, especially on guitar after that display.
Well, luckily, you're not alone, you know?
Yeah.
There's someone coming after you, and frankly, I have no idea what's going to happen right now. So thank you to Colin Scott from CS Guitars. Keep it loud or make it loud or keep it loud. I thought I got it right there. He's been on his phone checking his Instagram for the duration of this video because that's what he spends his life doing. However, Carlos Asensio,
Hello.
Guitarra Viva.
Guitarra Viva. Yes.
Hola.
Hello. Hi, Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. May I plug you in?
Yes.
It's a very nice
please.
guitar you've got there.
Yeah, it's a PGT guitar.
Isn't that Perfecto's guitar?
No, it's my guitar.
okay.
Also, I think it has my name in here.
I think you're a bit close. I think you might be out of focus. And there we go. See, you're in that big camera. There we go. Lovely.
Yeah.
There. So, Carlos,
Yes.
I don't know how old you are, but I think you might have heard some 80s music before. Would I be right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do the 80s suck?
Not?
No.
I think the 80s was the golden era of the music, rock music, of the guitar. With now that we all the guitar heroes came from that part. It was the explode of Steve Vai, Alcatraz, Joe Satriani, also Guns N' Roses. So they are the best ones. We have a clean sounds like that my friends Colin played, but I have a list of songs that I can play directly.
Before you start the list of 20 songs that he's prepared,
Yes.
before you do that, we still have Sir Perf that come after you, and we have only a few minutes
Yeah,
left before
but
those people start shouting.
It's very fast.
I know you're fast.
I'm going.
I've played with you.
My
in a
wife
band.
knows
I've
I'm
played
fast.
with you.
My wife knows I'm fast. But let me tell you this. Put me. I want to show you what do
you want, Carlos? What do you
rock
want?
song, rock song.
Rock song.
I know. No. This is why 80s was so good for the guitar. Also, if I play this, riff, but there's another one who make history like. And my favorite riff, I hope you can dial this song because this is very
Me too.
difficult. They get the song with a wob. It's the song that represents why we play guitar. Because we want money for nothing. Is that what are you making? Because it seems that I'm not sure if they put left the wah-wah in the middle, or maybe the microphone were not well placed. Maybe they get some drink or something like that. These riffs are why 80s are great. I also have another one.
Can I?
Let me
Have
tell
you
you.
got another one or another?
Only two. Only one. Listen to it.
I don't know why I'm laughing, apart from the fact that I'm just really happy to be with you guys. And also those are
I made
killer
those-
riffs, and we're only a third of the way through.
And listen this.
One more. I'm giving you one more.
My last one.
I can't handle one more. Carlos, let's give Carlos a round of applause for one 80s riff that proves that the 80s do not suck.
We finished the video. Now we're starting out. It was a rehearsal or what?
That was the rehearsal. Now we're going to get Perfecto in to see if there are any more 80s riffs left.
So now we made the video. Later, huh?
Yeah, we'll make the video later. I'll call you when we record it.
You played everything. What's
So,
left?
we're up to December of 1989.
Okay.
This is Perfecto de Castro, the legend that is.
Hello.
So perfect. So nice to be with you.
Great to meet you.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Good, yeah, wonderful.
It's like I haven't seen you all year.
No, not since I was in less clothes than this and slightly more tanned. And wetter and with a coconut-style drink in my hand.
Okay.
The 80s sucked, right?
No.
Right, okay.
No.
Prove me wrong then.
Okay, give me some chorus and delay and reverb and all the stuff that nobody wants.
Try that.
I'll counter you with. I'll stop the world and melt with you. Because everybody thinks of 80s guitar as hard rock.
Yeah? Actually, I don't. That's my point.
Yeah, but a lot of the really inventive guitar parts are from the new wave bands as well. Put a little overdrive on that.
A little?
Little, just a little. So there's a lot, and even the inventive, the riffs underneath the vocals, especially on that song. It's the guitar is no longer just a strummy instrument, but it's actually part of the orchestration. Now let's see. Let's turn off the overdrive. Show me how you do that trick. The Cure.
See, I didn't do The Cure. The Cure was one of the bands that I didn't like.
Oh, you didn't like The Cure. But if you listen to... like,
I still haven't got there. You know? I still
it is a
haven't got there.
very guitar-heavy band.
Sure, I appreciate what they do, and I can see that people like them, but I don't get The Cure yet. But I didn't get Hendrix until I was in my early 20s.
Okay. You have a flanger, right?
I do have a flanger. I know it. Again, this is where you.
So
it probably wasn't on my greatest hits of the 80s.
Okay, so
23,
the thing that makes the 80s guitar suck is because a lot of people don't know about 80s guitar. They assume they hear. This is not the 80s. 80s is encapsulated by a whole decade and countless musical creativity and talents of different artists. It's not just all the people who are on the Billboard hits, but it's every band and every artist that is loved by people who grew up there, you know. So it's not just in the U.S. and the UK where Billboard is. It's also around the world. Like a lot of this stuff I heard growing up in the Philippines. And 80s to us is not hair metal. 80s to us is new wave. 80s to us is the Cult, Sushi Sue and the Banshees. People from your country. The Cure.
I think I would have liked growing up in the Philippines.
Yeah, Siona Dancing, which is I let you hear that song. Who's the Ricky Gervais's band? For those who don't know, Ricky Gervais was a singer.
Yes.
A new wave singer. And he has his biggest hit is still being played in the Philippines.
I just have to. I know we have to get out of here because people are now hungry.
Right.
And if we don't, they're going to kick us back to the 80s.
Right.
But I'm just enjoying the contrast between Carlos and yourself, where that was manic and mania and fun, and this is fun in a totally different way, where I actually feel like I'm learning something. It feels like I've taken a pill when I was with Carlos, and with you, I'm on the come down into some sort of education.
Yes.
And that's a wonderful point at which to end this, because I now feel in my heart and my stomach and the end of my foot that the 80s do not suck. And by titling this video so, I probably made a mistake.
Well, it sucked in other ways.
It did. It really did. I was born.
No, that was probably the best thing about it.
Probably was, 1981.
Yeah.
Right, thank you to Perfecto de Castro. Thank you, mate.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you also to Colin, Emily, Carlos, and Glenn, who has left us because there's food available somewhere. There are links down in the video description to the relevant brands that have supported Gear Street 5. There are also links to these beautiful people's channels. You should go and check out their stuff. I might be in some of their videos, so, you know, there's always that. Yeah, subscribe, like, comment, and be kind to your fellow man and people. Bye!